Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and our honorable educator. My name is Fadhillah Mahendra from Senior High School Number 1 North Bengkulu from Province Bengkulu. And today, empowering the health role of students in facing the pandemic and keeping optimistic for the future. Ladies and gentlemen, in 2020, around the world got impact from coronavirus 19 from Wuhan, China, and especially Indonesia got the impact too. And the Indonesia government confirmation that Indonesia got the coronavirus 19 from Wuhan, China on March 2020. So because of that, the government side in this house got the decision to cancel all of the activities from society in Indonesia and also dismiss school. But ladies and gentlemen, dismiss school and dismiss student, it makes a biggest impact from the student in Indonesia, especially from batch 2020 and batch 2021. Why, ladies and gentlemen? First of all, the batch from 2020 is close to national exam, but they should dismiss. And the batch 2021 can enjoy the senior in last year in senior high school, and they should learn hard. Because why? Because hard than their bias. Ladies and gentlemen, but the government side in this house make the decision is very good. Why? Because coronavirus in Indonesia getting high from day to day. So because of that, our student is dismissed from March until today. And ladies and gentlemen, but even so many students are feel depressed, stressed, and the others, but it's not make their loud to optimistic about their future with their dreams. Ladies and gentlemen, there are also many students who think of the pandemic as a task from them. Why, ladies and gentlemen? Imagine, in offline class, it's hard to us to understand what the teacher say and what the friends in presentation in the front of the class. But in online class like that, in this pandemic, we should learn hard than their bias, ladies and gentlemen. And then, where students are required to be independent. That's the point, ladies and gentlemen. This pandemic is also a test, but this pandemic also make us to be independent. It make us to be learn hard more their bias, and it make us to more think twice about our future, ladies and gentlemen, and then study the material themselves and study harder than their bias. Therefore, there are also many students who feel like giving up, but they can. Why? Because there are dreams and there are times ahead that they have to materialize. Ladies and gentlemen, in this era, in this 4.0 era, in this globalization era, I believe that we can finding any information in very easier in the internet, and also about education, ladies and gentlemen, especially in terms of education, ladies and gentlemen. And then the government also makes it easier by providing us quota internet to students. There are also many online tutorials like Ruang Guru, Zenius, Kuiper, and also YouTube. We can learn, and etc. And also, I believe that this pandemic also helps students to become more independent than the usual. There are also many motivators that share that the motivation to us to make us optimistic about our future too, ladies and gentlemen. Because this pandemic is make all of the students in Indonesia feel lazy, and they didn't want to become, and they didn't want to learn hard than their bias. But ladies and gentlemen, but it's not mean that they lose their optimistic for their future, for the bright future, ladies and gentlemen. And that, ladies and gentlemen, so much motivator who motivates students to remain optimistic about pursuing their dreams and a better future. Even students have started working on practice questions and are diligent in finding out finding out the university they want to go to, trying to identify themselves and and of course motivated themselves to be more confident and more optimistic about their future, because this pandemic is make all of the students in Indonesia lose. But I believe that because in this era, in this pandemic, we can make we can keeping optimistic for the bright future for us, and we can learn hard, learn the brightest, and we can have the bright future too. Thank you.